segments or target markets, what are your top three values in life, three gifts you can give at the end of the webinar, three things you'll mention at the beginning of the webinar to set the context, three industry stats or data points about your topic, what's your vision, mission, story, three case studies, proof of concept, then turning points, three principles that help me, then the three secrets described in detail, as in what's the concept, what is it, why is it important, and how it will benefit the student. And then six parameters you will evaluate your students on, three awards you will give in your community, four stages of growth, what is your L1 silver membership offer, final offer, total value, retail price, reason why, story, special offer, 15-minute deal, and then 15-minute action gifts. So,
Wow. I hope you're reading this out, Sanjay.
yeah, of course. Yes.
I'm like, wow, you are on fire for sure. This is
Yeah, I'm just curious to know, like, what this before isn't there, or I mean, before also there are a lot of webinars and a lot of L1, L2 programs, but before this was not there, or how it is differentiated from
no.
past?
The programs are all there, and this is what Sid's pitches as his webinar selling. That is
Yes.
how you got into his community in the first place. So now he's decoding it back for us, like what made you join, in a manner of speaking, like this.
Very true. That's a good example. To be frank, I like the approach, and I also believe in the same. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing. Cool.
Yeah, welcome.
amazing. So great. So that is definitely something to dig into, the webinar selling. So webinar selling questions, and then you get ChatGPT to lay out the codex, and then you make that into a PowerPoint.
Right.
Great. Amazing.
Rather than mind
Okay.
map.
One question. After these questions were answered, I mean, I believe these questions need to be answered from our individual brain, isn't it? Or
Yes. Individually, and then you can start giving some prompts to ChatGPT in terms of certain structuring and the like.
Okay. So are those prompts also predefined, or else you need to do from the scratch the prompts? Because after you have those answers, you just put it in this thing. It may not give the exact
Then you can start giving some prompts to ChatGPT in terms of certain structuring.
like, can you give an example? Because say for example, the same question have multiple answers for every different individual. So now how are you putting into the chat GPT? I mean, is the prompts also structured in a way or not? So that's the only question for me.
You have to copy paste this entire stuff after you give your answers, and then, and of course for certain questions you can actually take help of ChatGPT itself to answer these. For example, the three gifts that I can give at the end of the webinar. Of course, you have to train ChatGPT first of what you are doing on Earth. That's obviously there. On basis of that, ChatGPT will give you. So there has been pre-training, like Gigi also mentioned, that you have to train. I mean, Gigi is a master of that.
Yeah. So training, as in, like, I believe training can happen only after we purchase that monthly this thing. It's not for free version, if I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Gigi, is it so?
There are two things. There are two things that are currently happening. One is with ChatGPT 4.0, which everyone gets a certain limited amount of queries every day. That basically has got memory. So it's going to remember all the conversations that you've had with ChatGPT in the past. So it's kind of training itself. That is like really powerful. So that doesn't require a fully paid version, but then it's got limited functionality each day. You can only ask like 10 questions or something like that. Post that, ChatGPT doesn't remember. So So your ChatGPT memory,
So that is for 3.5 or are you talking about 4.0?
I'm talking about 4.0.
Oh, that
ChatGPT,
has limited memory, is it?
it's got limited memory. So like at least for me, every day it tells me, okay, now you are run out of queries. Either downgrade to 3.5 or pay up. So that's when I'm using my
Ah,
wife's paid account,
I,
which is much, much better. Like
correct,
it's,
correct. Correct. Okay. So 4.0, the free version has limited memory.
yeah, the free version runs out really quickly. Like
Okay.
you ask it like 8, 10 questions and it's done.
Right. Got it.
Okay, fine. So you mean to say like in 3.5 or 4 players, we used to have that $20 we purchase and we can
Correct.
create. That is different, and this is different, isn't it?
Yeah, it is different. With ChatGPT 4, like you can, for example, let me see if I can give you an example.
Yeah, that would be great.
So simply put, if you pay for it, then you get unlimited questions and memory, correct?
It's not, even if you pay for it, you don't get unlimited. That also runs out.
Uh-huh.
But it's got more capacity for sure.
So for the paid thing, like what is the limit of memory?
They've got tokens. I don't know the exact
Ah,
limit. It lets you go on maybe like instead of 10 questions, they'll give you like 25, 30 in a day, which on most days it's enough, but on certain days that's also run out.
oh, I have never run out, which means I'm not using it to max capacity. Yeah.
I'll show you like, yeah, how I'm running out pretty much every day,
Oh, okay.
even with the paid one. But to get started with, to get hooked onto it, let's see what I've got here. Uh, can you tell me about my son? Yeah. So I'll just pick up. Rian's 5 years old, who's curious. He has a keen interest in learning about Rohit Sharma, the Indian cricket team, and is excited about the Indian Army. He also wants to learn how to play Battleship with you in a fun and thrilling way, especially since he's interested in joining the army one day. You two also you two also enjoy good telling goodnight stories that feature the Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force working together to protect people, which makes him happy. So it remembers everything about all my family members, and it's pretty amazing. Then I can be like, okay, what should I tell him tonight? What should I tell him to do today? And then based on his persona, it's going to tell me what are the things that we should be doing. I can ask about my wife. Uh, I even checked out this really crazy handwriting analysis. I just pasted in like one of my kids' handwriting, and I told ChatGPT act as an expert graphologist and explain this handwriting to me. And it went ahead and done that. Amazing, like really, really good stuff.
Wow. This is fun.
Yeah, I don't know what humans are going to be doing tomorrow.
Yes.
Yesterday, my kid had a bit of a headache. What should I do with that? Zapier integrations, the works, car loan, EMI, meaning like non-stop. Should I get a great day at home? How much money can I carry into India? Kids games, domain names, competitor reviews, how to buy a villa, what should be on the sales deed, gift ideas for my daughter Samara. It goes on like Mia every single day, on and on and on.
So this is a paid version for $20, or it is has
This
been.
is a paid version. This is sorry, this is the free version that I'm using because I'm cheap. My
Okay.
wife, who is a Richie, she has a paid version. So for business, I go ahead and jump in and use that.
So paid version, how much is it costing at this point of time?
It's $20 a month.
Okay. There it remembers whatever we train.
It
It's not.
remembers every single thing.
Uh-huh.
It remembers every single thing. Yeah. So
Hi Sanjay, Dhaval here.
Hi, Dhaval. Yes.
Hi Sanjay, Gaurav, just a minute. I would say Sanjay, you have created the codex now. What I would say, if you want a PPT app, sorry for my voice, my health is actually down. If you want a PPT, I will say put the codex in Gamma app.
Okay, Gamma. All right.
Gamma, right? And because you might need to tweak the codes, prompt little bit. If you just put the question answers now and put it in the Gamma app, I think it can create wonderful PPT. I'm going to experiment with the same as well. So just try that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that. Yes. Thanks.
So,
Thanks.
yeah. Thanks, Gigi.
yeah, super folks. Yeah, so yeah, ChatGPT to the rescue. And if you're paying for, then it refreshes slightly quicker. And the possibilities are endless because let me just show you. Even like about business, I'll be like, okay, what should I do? What should I do for businessengine.com next? So remember, so here we're saying we're working with Zapier right now. So next steps for Business Engine, finalize integrations, focus on front-end design, create demos, roll out Twilio integration, create a marketing campaign. So it's remembering exactly like what my to-dos need to be because I've been training it every single day. And be like, what would be the ultimate Zapier hack, Zapier workflow as discussed yesterday? So the ultimate Zapier workflow for Business Engine would look like this. The trigger, when a lead submits a form via contact form 7 on your website, it'll automatically create a contact within the Business Engine. Then it'll send an email, a personalized email with relevant content using Gmail, possibly pulling in dynamic details using Open API. It'll send a WhatsApp message as well as a phone call. It'll then send an automated voice message. It'll then create a task. It'll create a proposal. It'll add to an email sequence. It'll update your CRM and it'll update our team. So what we are programming is that when someone comes to our landing page, this is not yet live. When someone comes to a landing page on Business Engine, all they need to do is go ahead, put in their name, email, phone number. If they fill up this information, they will then automatically get emails, WhatsApp, voice messages, a task will be created, proposal will happen, email will happen, CRM will get updated, internal notification that will happen instantly once the website goes live. And again, this is thought of by ChatGPT itself. And the crazy thing is that this is in its memory. And because in their memory, now I just need to come and being like, what do I need to do today? Cool. This sounds good. Uh, after this is done, what next? So after setting up Zapier, then onboard, build automated reports, develop integration tools with other platforms, introduce a referral program focused on user feedback, expand marketing channels, scale customer support 24/7. This will take Business Engine from a solid CRM tool to a fully automated business hub. So now even thinking is like not required because it's already got all your data. And like you said, once you answer your codex, which I definitely will need some more info on. So I'm going to do some training one of these days. But once it's got your codex, if I understand correctly, then it's going to be able to guide you based on your values, based on your ideas, based on your history, based on your future. And the only thing is you need to come and ask, okay, what do I need to do next? And then ask ChatGPT, okay, how do how do I optimize user onboarding?
Gigi, you could actually conduct a session after investigating what you just said as a live workshop, maybe of couple of hours, 3 hours or so, um, when we would actually do it hands on.
Done, done.
Great ideas, but to actualize, there will be some obstacle or the other. So that will be really extremely
100%. Absolutely, absolutely. Yesterday, I've been playing with Zapier after a long time. And you're right, there are always some challenges or the other, but totally doable, totally doable.
Yeah, I do support that also, Gaurav.
Done, done, yeah.
It will be really helpful. I'm also looking for such a support.
Any other
Not only me, not only me. I think all in this room will be happy with that if you support us. Thank you.
Amazing. So I'll definitely be doing that for you guys. Though the easiest, the simplest hack that I learned yesterday only was for this, like first I asked for a flow, trigger, contact, email, so on and so forth. And now you can ask ChatGPT, can you give me a description for the automation in Zapier? So basically now Zapier's also got what do you call it? AI. So you can just write, I want to create a flow where someone fills in a form from contact form 7. Please send an email, WhatsApp, create a project. So we just type that in. It's not going to do a perfect job, but it's going to give me like a couple of steps. So new response, send an email, send a WhatsApp, create a task. So then you can simply go ahead and hit try this. And then it's created the flow. And then what we need to do, where there is a chance of failure, is to go ahead and put in your account details. Just sign in once, give approval. So I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of days, and 100% will do a demo for you from start to finish. And I truly want that to be the USP of Business Engine, where you come, you just enter one thing, and it's going to send emails, make phone calls, create projects, create invoices, send out proposals with one single push of the button. So thank you so much, guys, for asking what needs to be done next. We'll be definitely putting that.
Another thing that you could look into, Gigi, is for example an app, finance app like Axio. Now all that is collecting the data, which is great in terms of segmenting what you spent on. But if that can be Zapiered into Business Engine or anything else, which will eliminate all the gadha majuri of you keying in the numbers in an expense tracker, etc. So it gives as an Excel sheet or with personal expenses, separate categories, each category, then business expenses alag se separate, everything completely sorted. So all the manual tracking should go away because all the data exists. So it only needs to simply put it in the correct fields, that's all, which is a one-time training thing.
Amazing. So just yesterday, we are definitely on the same page. I want to share something with you. This also is still slight work in progress, but I'll tell you where it's going.
And before I forget, also please conduct a session on ConvertKit. How all
Sure.
that it feels a little complex.
Yeah.
Into it. Yeah.
convert kit for sure. So basically,
For
we
example, Vivek Mashrani has done like crazy convert kitting. I mean, in one of his sessions, like 200, 300 individual, whatever modules it's called or whatever else. And everything is automated, like crazy automation.
will definitely check that out. And just yesterday, 3rd of September, we created something called the Business Engine Loader. So the Business Engine Loader is basically you can simply use your Excel or CSV to import into the business engine. So whether it is an expense or whether it's a client or lead projects, just fill up this Excel sheet and you'll be able to import it directly into business engine under the expenses criteria. If you need help in formatting it, you can ask ChatGPT to format it in this. So technically
Are
you
you
can.
showing your screen by any chance? We
Oh,
are seeing only you.
I am now. So this is what we're calling as the business engine loader, where you can just basically import team members, projects, tasks, leads, any kind of expenses or clients that you have. So just from an Excel directly, you'll be able to import it into business engine. So if you do have another app like this Axio, you get that in and you should be able to import it directly into business engine.
Which app it was, Gigi?
Axio.
That's what Sanjay is using, Axio, but
A-
any app, as long as you can get it into a Excel format, you should be able to import it into the business engine.
AXIO. Axio.
Let's check that out. AXIO.
Correct. I think it's only a mobile thing.
Okay, it's only mobile.
I think so.
The best of money management, pay later, and personal credits. Okay. So basically, you can do all of this and then export it into a CSV, is what you're saying.
I have never done that, but
Okay.
I hope it can.
Might be possible. Great, great. Super, folks. Thank you, especially Sanjay, for.
Gaurav, uh, Gaurav?
Thanks.
Yes,
Sorry about that. I just had one request. Now that we have, we procured the business engine,
sure.
can we have one session on how to, because what we are seeing is all bits and pieces, right? So, like somebody said, we'll have a workshop where we start off, we create one, and then we have a hands-on feeling of what it is. So if that could be possible, then we'll set ourselves.
Done. So
Otherwise, we are just postponing. I've not even opened the.
Yeah, same here actually. So
does
the
does
session
a weekend work? Say a Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, that would be great.
Saturday could be okay. Yeah, Sunday. I mean,
Great. I'll just put out a poll in the group today. And then we'll do a nice in-depth. I really want you to use it because once you start, then the power is
right.
the fire's on. Great. So let's aim for this Saturday. We'll do a good 2-hour session, and hopefully everyone is caught up then.
This Saturday is 7th. It's Ganesh Chaturthi. Hardly anyone would be able to.
So let's
Thursday.
keep it for the following Saturday.
That will be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
14th.
14th of
Yeah.
September, and then even for the next few days, we'll dive in a bit into Business Engine each day.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
Gaurav, just request, Gaurav.
Yeah,
Hello.
Papan.
Yeah. So, like last time we had Dhaval, he talked about freelancing and all the other stuff, like good inputs. So, can we have something on ad campaign? Because everyone are building, and where do we sell? How do automate or how to get Meta and Google into groups and make those initial conversions or generate the leads? So can we have someone invited and share what to do and how to do?
Sure, absolutely. We've actually just hired a brand new Facebook ads agency, and we
Mhm.
haven't yet got the ads. The ads are hopefully going live end of this week.
Mhm.
But what I was really impressed with is the way that they've structured the entire campaign, the way
Awesome.
they got all the data and stuff together. So
Mhm.
I'll definitely bring him over. Let's aim for this Friday. Let's aim for this
Yeah.
Friday because I know ads is a major, it's the most complicated thing, at least for me as well. So that's a great suggestion, Prapul. I will
So two
bring
things.
it
Two
on.
things. Yeah. So two things is one is initial. Someone who have no experience, zero experience. How can they start? With small stuff, and
Yeah,
someone who is looking for like complete target oriented, like specific, like niche, and I mean, someone who can actually get that WhatsApp integration and make that whomever sees no, they can just quickly come in, hop into webinar kind of a thing. And the second is like a big picture, like you have different products in you, and how do you create your entire campaign structure? So two ways, if it is that could be helpful. If
great.
not, it's like
So first thing
one.
is, yeah, first is will be to get started with $1,000, 1,000 rupees a day as a budget.
Hmm,
So that's the kind of brief I'll give him
hmm,
uh, for the meeting, saying that we've got coaches, trainers, freelancers, business owners who want to get started with Facebook and just get started. So give us a plan that we can implement ourselves
hmm.
for 1,000 rupees a day. Post that, we'll probably do another session when we've got some results and we want to scale it.
True.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, Gigi.
Yes. Hey,
Gigi, sorry for stretching.
no, please, good. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you were talking about Zapier. I just want to point out another tool I came across last week. It's called Make.com.
Make.com. Oh my God.
Yeah,
It is like the next level of Zapier.
true. Very true. Yeah, so one of my client, they already have the license on that. So they wanted me to replace Zapier with Make.com. And it was really good, Gaurav. So I just want to
It's
point it out.
absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, even yes, yesterday while doing this Zapier stuff, I just looked at make.com and now my Instagram feed is full of make.com integrations. And the amount of stuff that you can do is just like mind blowing, right?
True. Yeah.
From creating proposals to customizing content to basically running a full blown marketing agency just with one simple webhook. So definitely will be getting there. And we're using Zapier as a base to get integrated with API. But the next step will be like integrating Business Engine with Make.com. I think that will be the absolute game changer in terms of doing business. So thanks so much for sharing, Dinesh. I'm as excited as you about that.
Yeah. Thanks, Gaurav.
Yeah, Gaurav.
Yes, Moksha.
Yeah, this time actually also like he is na, like Sid's also mentioned about Substack, about email marketing and
Right.
automation. So he's not recommending ConvertKit. Now he's recommending about Substack.
Substack, actually, this was originally introduced by Deepak, Didi. So Didi is the email expert in the group. He actually, let me just share screen with you.
Actually, Substack is not replacing ConvertKit, right?
It probably will. It probably will. So we have this group called Digital Masters Alliance. This is where Sids is there, Saurav Jain, Digital Deepak, Kulwant. And just few days ago, uh, and we're talking about like the latest tools all the time. So just few days ago, so Kulwant was talking about open rates, and then we got the Substack conversation. Yes. Yeah, so Ghost Deepak is saying, Sid is asking, should we use Medium versus Substack versus Ghost? What's your take? So Ghost is pricey as this ConvertKit, and then Sid's Deepak recommended Substack, and that's when Substack when Sid's Bulborn was launched. So right now it's trending towards Substack. At the end, as long as you're sending out emails, that's probably the most profitable area of business right now.
Can you type it? Can you
Make
type
a
it?
digital workplace where anyone can bring their ideas to life. Are you an entrepreneur who aspires to launch a tech-first?
Super. All right, folks, have yourself an amazing, amazing day. We'll see you back tomorrow for Trending Thursday, where we'll jump into some more tools. And thanks so much for sharing, keeping it engaging. Love to hear from you as to what your next goals are. And we'll definitely be planning a deep weekend for the 14th of September for Business Engine. In the meantime, we'll be checking out ChatGPT, Zapier to get our automations rolling. Any questions that you guys have at any point, feel free to put that into the WhatsApp group. And we'll see you back bright and early tomorrow morning, Thursday, the 5th of September, Teachers' Day. Until then, have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for showing up at 7 a.m. Signing off, this has been